Kenya's season of fake lawyers, fake pilots, and fake presidents. It would seem that the country called Kenya has entered a season of fake lawyers, fake pilots, and even fake presidents. Illegitimacy and impersonators are in the air over the republic, and it is impossible for anybody to escape the pungent stench. And so, to quote a popular Kenyan phrase, why don't you just accept and move on? Yep, why don't you just do that? The dangers of persons not qualified practicing or exercising their duties as if they were legitimate are obvious and can be deadly. But strangely enough, in a country where shortcuts are greatly admired and even celebrated, you will be surprised to know that to some Kenyans, the imposters are heroes. After all, they overcame great odds and fooled many intelligent people to get to where they are. Should that not be greatly admired? Kenyans admire and even worship overnight millionaires who have made their money from corrupt supply deals with the government. Get-rich-quick tenderpreneurs are even celebrated in the media, in articles and exclusive interviews. It is clear that we have no time for the legitimate entrepreneur who has made strides after years of toil. Perhaps because the said genuine businessman or woman is not driving an expensive fuel-guzzling vehicle or flashing cash all over the place in arrogance. Not too long ago, there are many Kenyans who celebrated the suspicious presidential election results announced by Wafula Chebukati in August 2022, knowing very well that they were unlikely to be the real results. These Kenyans, true to form, celebrated the shortcut ways that had outsmarted the system and the voting process to win, in quotes. To these Kenyans, winning is achieving the goal in whatever manner, whether legal or illegal. Over a year into a shortcut presidency, Kenyans have seen very clearly many of the huge disadvantages here. Indeed, we all continue to experience the excruciating pain of it in skyrocketing cost of living and pay slips with historic deductions. And so the strange story of pilots flying passenger jets without the proper qualifications should not surprise anybody who understands the real psyche of Kenyans that drives them to quick fixes and shortcuts. In a recent wave of social media frenzy, Kenya Airways has found itself at the center of controversy. Claims have surfaced alleging that unlicensed pilots have been flying the airline's planes for a staggering period of 8 years. However, Kenya Airways officials have swiftly refuted these claims, stating that they are entirely false. Many were horrified at the very thought of boarding an aircraft and being flown by somebody who is not qualified and may have taken the famous Kenyan shortcut to being certified as a pilot, perhaps even by simply taking a lazy walk to River Road in Nairobi and having the right certificates forged. But why should fake country Kenya be horrified at all this when the country is being led by somebody who a whistleblower's figures show did not win the presidential election? After all, any Kenyan opting for the shorter route may have been inspired by the drama that unfolded in Kenya in August 2022. We are supposed to follow our leader's example, are we not? So why don't we all brace ourselves for fake surgeons inside a medical facility or fake midwives handling the complicated deliveries of our unborn children and generally illegitimate practitioners in sensitive procedures? After all, it goes with the territory, does it not? I have read out this Kumekucha Chris article from a Kumekucha blog article. Do find the time to take in other super fascinating articles like 1. Where is Wafula Chebukati? After all, anybody can update his social media profile and post old photos whilst pretending all is well. 2. Where would Kikuyus go if they bolted out of the UDA party today? The shocking answer is in plain sight and much more. That is if you are looking for a deep, insightful read of what is really going on in Kenyan politics.